It was the year 2016. I was around 11 years old and I hated anime. I thought it was cringe, which I just can't wrap my head around looking back on it now because I loved watching cartoons back then, yet I hated anime. Was I just being racist? Like, what was going on? Anyway, one day I decided to make a change in my life. I wanted to watch anime for the first time. And the show that I chose to start with was none other than the legendary One Punch Man. Which one of you goofy goobers thought it was my hero? You foolishly foolish fools. Hold on, we're not there just yet. Anyway, I really enjoyed One Punch Man. I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was fucking awesome even. But it never really made me interested in checking out some more anime after that. Anyway, 2018 rolls around and I decided to watch Demon Slayer for some reason. And that was the anime that finally led me down this rabbit hole. I was watching shows back to back to back, and as I discovered more, I started to really fall in love with anime. Darling in the Franxx, Cowboy Bebop, Panty and Stocking, Steins Gate, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. But there was one that really caught my attention, especially since I loved superheroes. My Hero Academia. Yes, we finally got there. Excited, I pulled up the first episode, and it was boring. It just bored the shit out of me. I genuinely don't think I've lasted 5 minutes. Like, I closed the hell out of that tab. Just kidding, I actually made it through the whole episode, but that was years ago. About 6 years ago at this point. So I haven't been able to remember what turned me off from the show exactly. So in this video, I'll be trying to figure out what that reason was, as well as see if it was even reasonable for me to drop it in the first place. So come, join me as I give this show a second chance. Before we begin, I do want to preface this by saying all the info I knew of this show before watching was just straight up through random shit I've seen online. Mostly just how some characters look and who they are though. I literally don't know any plot points or arcs or anything. So I was going in like 84% blind maybe. And of course spoilers for the show, but only season 1, don't worry. Immediately we are shown Bakugo and Deku and their one-sided rivalry. I remember like 2 scenes from this episode, so I was surprised to learn that Bakugo has been a day 1 Deku hater. I was also surprised to find out that this is where that intro song is from. I've heard it here and there before over the years, but never found out which anime it came from. It's also by Porno Graffiti too, so no wonder it sounds like that one Full Metal Alchemist opening. Whoa, 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 whoa. 80% of the population has powers? Oh hell no, that's fucking broken. There's gonna be like 40 people with the same ability as Star Platinum. There's probably some guy out there whose whole quirk is having 2 extra toes, or 1 extra ball hair compared to the average, because surely it's not 80% that has full-on crazy powers. I also wonder if they'll explore, or I guess rather if it was explored since the manga's over, right? How exactly quirks came to be. I mean, surely, right? Because I think it's a huge waste not to explore that. Like how in Charlotte, you know, like all the powers came from this one asteroid or comet or something. It was a comet, it was a Halley's Comet, I think. No, it's not. What the fuck am I even talking about? I don't know. Whatever. I was gonna say something about Mount Lady, but the show immediately became self-aware, so I guess they beat me to it. And as if the gunner bait wasn't enough, she took the spotlight away from Kamui Woods. Put some respect on my guy. Bro was even posed up for a victory screen and everything. You're quirkless. What is this, some kind of Captain America Brave New World? Whoa, whoa, what the fuck? There's no way this man just told Deku to kill himself. I didn't know this man was on low tier god levels of hating. Holy shit.
Somebody like you deserves to be hit in the street by a fucking moving bus. It's people like your ass that doesn't deserve to live. You deserve to be destroyed. You're on Earth for literally no fucking reason. You deserve to die. Your soul does not deserve to be.
Can you believe younger me was hooked on Darling and the fucking Franxx more than this show? I mean, I even considered it my favorite for a while. What the fuck was I on? Okay, maybe it's believable. Oh hell no, what is that nasty ass goop monster doing to bro? I'd be drowning 50 liters of mouthwash after that shit. So All Might says Texas Smash, and I think Deku says Detroit Smash, right? Why? Why US states? Is there a Massachusetts Smash? That is a difficult word to spell, by the way. Who came up with that? Also, I like how All Might just casually has harsh shadows on him. Makes him look very, I don't know, epic and menacing. Okay, so that's episode 1. I can safely say that this definitely wasn't boring, so we're already off to a better start. Basically, the only scenes I remembered were All Might's first appearance and that whole flashback with Deku finding out he's quirkless. Which honestly, I still don't believe. On everyone's soul, he has some random ass quirk that he just never knew about and is gonna eventually find out along the way. Okay, it's time for episode 2. Wait, okay, so it took him 3 hours to hunt and capture that slime guy? Bro, he's washed. And Mount Lady can't go into the fight because she's too big? Just go a little smaller? She only got 2 modes or something? Okay, never mind. All Might says Detroit Smash 2. Bro, this guy's probably like 90 years old. Alright, that power-up scene was pretty hype, I won't lie. Though, I wonder what would have happened to Ochako if he hadn't done anything. Would she have just died? Like, do people just die in these tests?
Holy shit. What? Nah. He said the thing.
I can't believe they did that. That's actually fucking hilarious. That reminds me of Boichi the Rock when drummer girl Dorito said Boichi the Rock as well. I was like, what? Like there's no way he just said that. Anyway, this was the best episode so far. I just realized it says UA on their uniforms. That's really cool. The way the abilities are balanced so they're not broken as fuck are pretty good in my opinion. Do it too much, you'll get nauseous. If you don't have enough stamina to recover, you'll just die instead. Can take away your quirk if he looks at you, but is given back when he blinks. Honestly, some of their abilities kind of reminds me of a couple of the random shitty superpowers that I thought of a couple years ago. Like that naval laser guy. He can only shoot it for like 1 minute, I think he said. Until he gets a stomach ache. Like, bruh, what the fuck? Let me compare it to one of my concepts. Let's see. Can levitate for 3 seconds through big fart. Invisibility, but only when no one is around.
Fuck you! I hope your whole family has a nice Christmas!
Costumes reveal. Ooh wee! Didn't think it happened this early, I'm not gonna lie. Ida's fit is fire actually. I really like it. It reminds me of like a power. No, it reminds me of a Kamen Rider. Okay, you know what? Actually, specifically, what was his name? Axe from Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. That show was my fucking shit. That was one of my favorite shows growing up. Shout out to Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. But yeah, I've never seen his costume before, strangely enough, because I know he exists as a character, but like I've never seen his costume before. I don't know. And now it's making me think, like, is Ida just unpopular or does he straight up die early? Because I've never seen him talked about as much as the other characters. Also, who approved of this costume, brother? Like, isn't she a whole ass 16, 15-year-old? And also, Bakugo's fit his ass, bro. I'm sorry. It's just not it. I never liked it. Okay, it's not Omega Doodoo fart ass, but like it's like a 3 or 4 out of 10. Okay, I gotta talk about Bakugo. See, I like a lot of asshole characters. From the top of my head, there's Thanos from Squid Game Season 2. He's evil, he's an ass, but he's such a goofy goober that I can't even take him seriously. Bakugo sometimes is so cartoonishly antagonistic that I can actually kind of enjoy his character, but too many times is he just so fucking annoying. And it doesn't help that the show just constantly shoves in my face that he has a massive hate boner for Deku. And why? Like, I get it, bro. I get it. You don't like being vulnerable, you don't like needing help, and you want to seem tough as fuck, but I'm sick of seeing this man act like a tsundere. In this episode, it made sense to show it a lot as it was building up to them finally fighting, but since there were so many instances in previous episodes already that showed Bakugo's hate, I'm just kinda sick of it at this point. Hand guy making an appearance now, huh? He's the only villain besides Toga that I knew of, and because of that I figured he was some kind of endgame villain, so I wasn't expecting him to show up so early, since I'm pretty sure there's more big bads. But who knows, they probably won't beat him this season anyway. Don't worry, Ida, I would have voted for you. Okay, yeah, he ends up being the leader anyway. Yippee. Alright, it's probably time I talk about Eraserhead. No, not that one. Not them either, bro. Come on, it's not even funny. You know who I mean. Yes, this guy. He's cool. He's pretty badass, and Loki, he's just like me for real. Expression-wise, at least. Wow, that was some pretty cool teamwork, guys.
What the fuck? What? Dude, this fucking show, dog.
That reveal of Deku actually being able to control his smash without obliterating his arm for once was very satisfying, I won't lie.
Oh, he's not smiling.
同じ暴力がヒーローとヴィランでカテゴライズされ
Okay, that fight was fucking sick. Best episode in the season for sure. Animation went bonkers. Like, I don't even get much to say about that episode. I was just smiling the whole time like the man himself.
The rest of them just fucking stood there.
プロが相手にしている
It was like, yeah, we're all here, don't worry guys. And it took 2 people. It took 2 guys to save the day. To fully save the day, to secure the win.
ま、仕方ないか。残念。
The ripped All Might poster, what the fuck?
Okay, cool finale. Nothing too crazy. Also included some minor setups for the second season, which is nice. Alright, so All Might is 100% gonna die like maybe halfway through the series, right? On everyone's soul. Nah, but like seriously, it's written all over his character. He's a figure that the MCU looks up to. He's probably even gonna train Deku, and the biggest factor, he's already in a weakened state. Yeah. Goodbye, Mr. Might. Another random prediction attempt. What if there's some corruption within UA and they're gonna slowly figure out who? Or like, they're gonna slowly figure out that there is someone like a mole, I mean, you know? Okay, so worst characters so far. Mineta. He puts the color purple to shame. Get this kid out of here. And then of course we have my favorite characters so far. In no order. All Might, of course, you know, I think he's great. I think he's a great role model, not just from the perspective of some kid in that universe, but just in general. I think he's a pretty admirable character. There's also Ochako. I don't know, she's adorable. And I like her suit, it's kinda astronaut-y. Todoroki. To be honest, he's one of those characters that have caught my eye ever since the first time I saw him. I don't know when that was, but yeah, his design is just great. And honestly, he's pretty... No, say it and I'll snap your neck. He's cool. Ida-kun. Wasn't too fond of him when he was first introduced. I associated him with the nerd emoji, and I mean that in a very derogative way. But he quickly became pretty likable in my opinion. And finally, Deku. I almost didn't put him here, but honestly he deserves it. Okay, so that was season 1. If you weren't able to tell, yes, I did in fact enjoy it. It was pretty entertaining. It wasn't ass cheeks or anything like that. Honestly, I really only have 2 main gripes, and one of those is the constant hand-holding when providing information. Like, yes, I know that's what he meant, or yes, I recognize the implications of XYZ, you don't have to tell it right to my face. But at the same time, like, I get it, it's shonen. Kids are supposed to understand and follow along, so, you know, okay, whatever. Second issue is the fan service. I mean, come on now. Thankfully, it's not super prevalent or, you know, obnoxious to where it completely ruins everything for me, but that part in episode 11 I thought was kind of funny though. Like, okay, wow, of course, yeah, it just ends up ripping her whole suit off, you know, that's great. Anyway, time for what you've all been waiting for, probably. The rating. I give this a 7.5 out of 10. Will I watch season 2? Yeah, I actually would like to watch it. I don't think I'll be getting around to it anytime soon though, because I still have a bunch of other shit that I've been wanting to watch for a while now, and I still have to continue Frieren, which I haven't continued since December 2023. You know, when I made that video. Anyway, I was thinking of just reading the manga for My Hero after watching season 1 because I've seen some really cool panels and I think the art looks fucking amazing. But I also kind of just like watching it animated and voiced and whatnot. And also because I just find watching more enjoyable than reading. Like, I'm really inconsistent when it comes to reading like manga or books or whatever. So yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Any My Hero veterans out there watching this video? Does the quality drop in future seasons? Like, is it even worth continuing with the anime, or do you guys think the manga is better? I mean, the final season drops this year apparently, so that's interesting. But yeah, please let me know about your thoughts in the comments. I would love to read them. So what was the reason why I dropped it after the first episode? I don't know.
Kill yourself.
I mean, come on, it was 6 years ago. Nah, but if I had to guess, I'm pretty sure it was because it just simply wasn't gripping enough. It did what it was supposed to do as a first episode. It had some characterization for our main characters, or at least the main focus of this season, Deku, Bakugo, and All Might. And it also does a bit of world building and establishes the setting, but it just didn't really leave me with much to hold on to. I mean, for a first episode or a pilot, you're supposed to give your viewers a reason to commit to your show, to stay and see what happens next, but I don't know, they just missed the mark for me personally. Like, okay, so in a world where 80% of people have some kind of quirk, our MC has none. Literally quirkless. He's a filthy normie, but he's gonna become a hero. He's gonna outshine the rest by being himself. And I don't know, that just didn't stand out to me much, I guess. I think it's a great message and stuff, but it didn't feel very unique to me, so I guess that's why I dropped it. That's what I've gathered after this reviewing, at least, because that's kind of how I feel about the first episode. What changed this time around was because I had faith in it. Because, I don't know, I mean, a lot of people enjoyed this series, and I genuinely wanted to know what it was all about. And honestly, I think that's all you need to start a show. Genuine interest and curiosity. And of course, open-mindedness. The show didn't feel plus ultra to me or anything, but it doesn't really matter because I still enjoyed it regardless, and I'd even recommend it. Was it reasonable why I dropped it? Sure, but I'm glad I came back to it and had a fun time with it even. So, that about does it for this video. I think the runtime has been long enough. Apologies for the long ass break between this and the last video, by the way. The second semester of college has been beating my fucking ass, and we just had midterms this week, like the week that I'm making this video right now, so it was even more hectic. And thank you for 1.5 thousand subscribers as well. I know most of you came from my top 100 favorite songs video, so like 90% of you probably aren't even watching this video, but I appreciate every single one of you. This channel may just be a hobby of mine, but I do enjoy making these videos, talking about random stuff, and just hoping to entertain a few people while doing so. I have a lot of video ideas for this channel, but since I got college in front of my face, it takes a while between videos, so be patient with me, y'all. If you want more frequent videos with less editing, check out my second channel. I like to have this channel as my quality videos channel, so uploads will be more sparse. Alright, that's more than enough yapping. Thank you again, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay safe and stay hydrated always. Adios. Peekaboo, I just put them boogers in my chain. Peekaboo, 80 pointers like a Kobe game. Peekaboo, 762s, I'll make them plank. Peekaboo, popping out, you better not spell my name. Peekaboo, put two foreigns on the 405. Peekaboo, catch your pepper if I'm doing pasta. Peekaboo, why you acting tough on IG Live? Peekaboo, you know my look of the rocker.